Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Storm, and today I am playing Slay the Princess. If you enjoyed what you see, please subscribe. It helps out a ton and encourages me to make more videos like this. If you want to see the previous episodes, go check them out in the description down below, and same with my Discord if you want to join that. We're continuing off from last episode, and the reason why I'm having to make this intro like this is because we had to cut it short since we were recording for 2 hours. Anyways, enjoy the episode.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, we both died and it's your fault. Okay. Okay. I would be too shocked to go yell at him right now. I would not. Okay. But I died. What am I doing here?
Assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. He literally told you that a second ago. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way out of here. For us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Yeah, don't trust the narrator.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I'm siding with the hero and the skeptic right now.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Okay. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Already happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? What I guess might as well.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, well, I guess I didn't listen to you, but I died because you took control of me and tried to make me kill her, and then she killed me, which was kind of self-defense, okay? I mean, maybe it would have been another way, like, she could have snatched the blade and maybe threw it to the other side of the room or something. But after bringing the knife down in the first place, I kind of understand her just flat out killing me. Because, okay, well, you already showed some sign that you're willing to use violence, judging by the fact that you did bring a knife. And now you're trying to kill me. Well, I better deal with you now before you attack me later, right? She was focused on her survival.
The absolute irony. That's one way to put it, I guess.
That's one way.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
It is what happened, though.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Professional manipulator? Because I think you're trying to maybe manipulate us. You're trying to manipulate us into doing your little dirty murder scheme. And I don't want to do that. But you're trying to convince me that she's very manipulative and evil and going to end the world, but you're not explaining anything. So, I think you're a professional manipulator. That's what you are. Yeah, professional manipulator, that's what you are. You're manipulating us into getting this negative image of the princess into our heads. And now, I'm not going to buy into that. Okay? You're the one trying to pull the strings, and I'm not buying into it, okay?
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making a rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah, it kinda does.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Yeah, could be a different world.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Well, I didn't see any of that, so I mean, until I see it from my own eyes, I don't believe she's gonna end the world.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
True! She might have just not seen anyone. Especially, look around, look around. Do you see anyone? Because I don't. There's no one here. It's just us, our voices, and the princess. So, yeah.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
I'm not trusting what you're saying.
You're talking in circles.
Yeah, like, give me
No,
details.
I'm talking in facts.
She didn't seem very manipulative before. So I don't think you're talking facts, man. She just was talking in logic. Why would she be locked up there if she was dangerous? Okay. So. Let's talk about the princess. Yeah, honestly, I need more details.
About it.
Okay. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. And all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? That's a good one to choose. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Well, I want some details. Okay. Don't. If people locked her away, why wouldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. It's just the way things are.
Now you're trying to butter me up. That's not gonna work.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
The hero's getting bought into this. Don't fall for his tricks!
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Shut up.
Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
No. I still have... Okay. You're being so cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
I'm gonna keep asking questions.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
For you.
I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
I don't trust you. I do not trust you. Yeah, the only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. And all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
I don't trust you. You keep telling me to trust you, but you aren't giving me a reason why. If you want me to trust you, explain the situation more.
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
Exactly! The skeptic is right in my train of thought here.
What proof could you possibly ask for?
Just information about what's going on. Why? How's she supposed to end the world?
Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
Check my pockets.
Put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Right.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
How convenient, narrator. You know, if this letter was proof that she will end the world and why I need to do this, if this job was given to me by someone, it should go into more detail about that job. Maybe a little bit of profile about her, right? Um, like, I don't know, how good is she at fighting? Like, will this be hard? Will this be easy? What's her kind of personality traits? Is she manipulative? Is she kind? Like, what's her personality like? But most importantly, how is she supposed to end the world? And what could be like her motivation to do it? Like, this isn't evidence. You forged it.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
How do we know this is our handwriting? We just popped up in here. We don't know. I've never seen our writing before. That's not my writing. My writing's a little more neater. Just a tiny bit neater. It's still messy, but
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
you're on my side, but you got me killed last time.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
True. That's definitely true. Yeah.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
Well, at least he's not denying that.
I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
That's all.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I could just leave. Well, if I think about this, how would I act? Because last time he forced us to like try to kill her. I don't want that to happen again. So maybe I should just leave. Let's leave.
I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her?
I guess.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Look, it looks skeptic. She's here, but the narrator's just gonna make us kill her again. You know, fine. We'll follow the skeptic for now. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see.
Yes, we will. Good. Going back to the cabin is the only way we can get to the bottom of things. Oh, warning. Before you go any further.
She's dangerous. Yeah, she's gonna try to I can't speak. Manipulate us. Yada yada yada. Like I'll believe what you say.
Lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
The first two things she didn't try to do anything. But everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. That's called self-defense.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
See to the cabin. She's in a chain again. We're gonna have to take the knife.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
It's different.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
You missed the mirror.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well, first things first. What about the mirror?
Definitely do not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? There isn't a mirror.
Because it should.
Table,
That's what he said.
the blade sitting on the table and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah, there is. To the left of the door.
There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. No. I'm not that confident. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? Yeah.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Make you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'm gonna... Okay. We're gonna first approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There's a mirror.
This really isn't funny.
There.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
And now it's gone.
It was there a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled.
I'm not that skeptic. Okay, I'm not that skeptic. I'm not as skeptic as the voice of the skeptic. Maybe you just didn't notice it, okay? Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
We need a knife for going to do this, okay? This whole cabin is different than last time. Oh yeah,
Very different.
should mention that.
Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Hell, isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
We did die, and we had been killed by the princess because of what you did.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Minor details are important.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Probably not. I mean, you know what would be doing her a favor? Freeing her.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Maybe.
You walk down the stairs
Ooh.
and lock eyes with the princess. She
Now.
looks up, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Now she's really bound up. My character would probably be very confused. Like, the cabin's changed, and she has more chains on her. What's going on?
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Well, it is on the table. What shouldn't be on the table is you taking control of us.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obvious.
It's just another chain on the wall, man. Okay. Maybe there was meant to be, like, one on the other side, but they forgot to install it, and those two would have been for her legs as well. To, like, really bind her. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, just because of their position. I don't know. But it's not that important. So I do know a lot of these things. I'm just playing wrong. I'm like doing a little role play as the character I'm playing as. So
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
was it? I didn't even notice.
It was.
I didn't notice.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
The door locked behind us the last time we tried that, remember?
Hey, wait, no, I didn't want to do that. No, I didn't want to do. No. I didn't mean to do that. No, I don't want to leave her down here. That's. I'm gonna go to the main menu, and I'm just gonna get back to where I was. Okay, new game.
You're here. I'm talking about.
No, we're just gonna. I'll be back. Okay. Here. This sucks.
The door locked behind us the last time we tried that, remember?
Maybe this won't change anything. Let's see.
As if by divine will, just as you finish the thought, you hear a door slam. I'm afraid you won't be leaving until the task is finished. Doesn't matter how many chains she's in, without your intervention, she'll find a way out eventually. That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world.
Okay.
What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else.
I need to be more careful when going through text, because I keep accidentally... Also, I should save more. Yeah, let's just save it. There.
Huh. So it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
He's manipulating us.
How surprising. They locked you down here too.
Well, maybe trying to just keep her down here. I mean, there's nothing I could do. I would just be like, okay, I'm just gonna leave you down here. I'm gonna sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Fair enough.
There is fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Yes, we should. Sit where you were told to sit.
Do as she asks and sit on the floor. Still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Okay. Open the door. No. Okay. My intentions. What do you mean? That's kind of a dumb question to ask. My intentions. I'm holding a knife. She's assuming I'm gonna kill her. Especially because she said, like, let's talk a bit before you bury that thing in my heart. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after Okay. I've been here before. Am I the only one that remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I
Okay.
remember.
Now she admits to remembering.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
Mm.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Look, this wouldn't... We wouldn't be back here doing this again if you didn't kill us.
It's complicated things. How exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Slaying a princess doesn't seem very heroic to me.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what?
Yeah.
For you failing, obviously. You being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Look, I'm not killing her.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
Yeah, so you're trying to manipulate us or like gaslight us into trying to think it's our memories are false and this is our first time and we were just delusional.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Okay.
That's pathetic.
Okay, well, don't need to be that mean about it, but
I never said I wasn't.
that's sad.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
I guess so, Hero, I guess so.
Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again.
And now
Right?
he's using the empathy he's gained to try to manipulate us again.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
That's very true.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Well, I need the information.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
No.
I won't.
Yeah, I won't either. Give me the information.
Give it a rest. This isn't helping.
No, Hero, we need information.
This is a serious situation. We shouldn't be daydreaming.
I'm having a conversation with these voices. Okay. Okay. What happened after I died? That other chain on the wall, who's it for? I'm probably not focused on that. I'm focused on the princess. I don't care about the chain. Okay. So, yeah, what happened after I died?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Okay.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. She's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Yeah, at least we have a narrator that gives us some information, even if it's just like only a quarter of what he knows, if that. At least we have a narrator to tell us some things.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
No, I trust her. More than the narrator, at least.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I don't need to ask that. That other chain on the wall, I don't care about that. What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife.
Why?
Don't worry. You'll get it back.
Why do you want the knife?
That's ominous.
Yeah, it is a little
She
ominous.
seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
And she's chained. She's not gonna be able to hurt us.
Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much will be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. she isn't bluffing. Whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
But she's not going to be able to get out, so she's not going to be able to reach us and threaten us.
So, what should we do?
Even if she has the blade, she can't hurt us.
Just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. We'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
But she's chained to the wall. We just need to stand out of her reach. And for her escaping? How's that going to happen, narrator?
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? The pros are that we can't trust him. Possibly you.
Hold on. I missed some. The narrator said there are none. Okay. And Voice of the Skeptic. The pros are that we can't trust them, possibly even more than we can. Then we can't trust her. And whatever she's planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways. Okay. Not giving you you realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right? Well, I don't blame her for killing me with the weapon last time, but like, I don't completely trust her. I mean, I have the Voice of the Skeptic. I'm a little bit skeptical right now. A lot of things. No, I don't want to cut you out of here. That was unbearable last time. Okay. Well, no, I'm gonna trust her, because what can she do? Okay, I'm trusting you.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess.
I'm doing it.
Till you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
No.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, tried to take over her body.
Narrator's not too happy no more.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
I don't want to die. But, like, I'm not afraid of dying in this situation, because what she's gonna do? She's saying to slide it over. It's not like we're handing it to her and then we're within range.
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine.
Thank you, narrator.
You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
She's maintaining eye contact to make sure we don't do anything. She doesn't trust us completely, obviously.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing?
She's gonna take off her own head.
She doesn't say another word. She cuts into her own neck.
Should I put, like, an age restriction on this series? Maybe, like, just like a 12 plus or something. Because... Or maybe 16 plus. I don't know. This is disturbing. Yes, she's doing this. I'm looking away. I'm not watching this.
Your eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail.
Oh.
The splitting of skin, the wet mulching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone.
Stop describing it. She's insane. Now I'm thinking she's just a lunatic. Maybe she's trying to get out here from dying. Like, that's one way out of here, I guess.
So that's her plan. Killing herself?
Better than being locked in here, I guess.
We don't know that she's dead yet. We're not even watching it happen. She could just be faking those sounds.
How would you fake those sounds? What, does she have a soundboard?
And then, finally, you hear a snap and an uneasy silence. There is a slow and fleshy tear. Hard to fake that.
It's definitely different feel playing than it is watching. Oh, that's disturbing.
This is worse than watching.
Yeah.
Yet our eyes are still closed. Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor, and the clattering of chains as they drop along with it.
Oh my god.
I think you can open your eyes now. Oh no, what do you do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
Are you a necromancer? Because I don't think we can.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Not congratulations.
So I guess that's it. What a way to go. She is gone, isn't she?
Yes. Looks like it.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
I don't care about a reward, I just want out.
Hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle? I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Yeah, that's understandable. Get out of here.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of reason. She's left us with this dangling thread. I need to know why.
Let's just leave.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
I'm not gonna take the severed head with me, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm leaving.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade.
That's fine.
I feel exposed without it.
Fair enough. Let's go. Let's be out of here.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
Is it uphill? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna have to go to therapy after seeing all that.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty.
Yeah. It is.
The door. Check the door.
I'll go. Let's check the door.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
But there's nothing.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Yeah, there's nothing. I'm looking around. Nothing here.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows. But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our rewards?
That's not what we should be focusing on, Hero. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So B is a quick way. Let's just go for it.
This is your reward.
Let's continue on.
An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it.
No.
Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Not best for me.
Like hell it is.
We're not gonna swear here, so we're gonna, just,
It isn't, Nick.
yeah.
In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No, this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward, like I just told you.
I don't want to exist forever. I don't think any living thing should exist forever. Well, any living creature should exist forever, because that's like, living forever just, to me, isn't really living. Like, if there's no end, then what's the point of life? There needs to be an ending, and so you can focus on doing all you need to do before you hit your expiry date, right? That's what I believe.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happy.
I'm not happy.
Decades. No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
After long enough, I would be bored out of my mind, and honestly, we have the blade, so I would use it. I'm not happy. I don't want to die again. I didn't like dying last time. I'm going to accept my reward now. No. I've lost my concept of time at this point. I'm bored out of my mind. There's nothing even to do here. If there's like, I don't know, a TV or some, I don't know, card games, play with the voices. I don't know how that works. Play with a board or a card game with the voices, or heck, even if like just a book. If there's something here to do, I would withstand this for a little longer. But there's literally nothing at all. I could sit here forever and do nothing, or I could just die. And honestly, that sounds like a better option right now. I don't want to just. There's nothing here to do. There's no person here except a dead princess. There's the only item here that there is a blade. There's only a knife. That's all there is. So
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
yeah, let's do it.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
It's just an eternity. It's not an eternity of bliss. There's no bliss in this. There's no happiness. It's just boring.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
It's not to make you lose. It's to escape this boring hell.
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want? I don't have to answer that.
Well, then we're gonna kill ourselves.
That's all we needed to hear. You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart.
Okay, the thing is, should I, like, make every chapter its own episode? Because, honestly, this is very long. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see.
You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
You tried to keep us locked away forever. Like, how are we in a happier position than the princess? We're still locked away. Yeah, we can walk around, but there's nothing to do. We're locked away in a cabin in a void.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Chapter 3, The Cage. The Cage. Okay. I unfortunately have to wrap it up since I was recording for 2 hours straight. You'll get to see the next
Okay, I've never
episode
seen
next
this
week.
before. I was
And
totally
after
expecting something
these
different.
first 3
What the
episodes,
heck
I'm
is
going
happening?
to make sure I only record
How did we get this
one
wrong?
chapter at a time, or at
I'm
least
so
try to do
confused.
that.
I thought I know.
Anyways,
thought
I do
knew what the ground
and
was
hope you
gonna be,
enjoyed what
and
you
now I'm just
saw.
so confused.
If you
Oh my
did,
God,
please
what's
subscribe. It
happening?
helps out a ton and encourages me to make more videos like this. If you want to see me play another game, please comment down below what game that is. And with that, have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!